What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, guys. In this video where we'll talk about Mullen Automotive. Once again, guys, that's Mullen Automotive with a ticker symbol MULN. Guys, in this video we will talk about two things. First is bad news, a little bit of bad news and a good news, right? So the first article that we're going to talk about is EV truck startup electric last mile says it plans to liquidate. Okay, so that's the first article, guys, that we're gonna talk about. And second is this article. Okay, so this is from Breaking Defense. It says here, new Senate bill would speed Pentagon purchase of electric non-tactical vehicles. Okay, so guys, those were the articles. Those will be the articles that we're gonna be talking about today. Guys, if you like the information and analysis I'll be providing in this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Let's get going.
But last questions here, David. I'm getting a lot of questions about the government loan and the battery. Sorry, government loan, battery. Can you give us an update on either of those?
Sure. Okay. Well, let's start with the United States Department of Energy and their AVTM loan. We spent a considerable amount of time on Capitol Hill in 2019. I personally addressed Congress, the House of Representatives, the Senate, and visited the White House back in 19. Garnered support for our application that we filed subsequently on January 8th, 2020. With the United States Department of Energy. The portal, real nice little story here. The portal was closed for submissions, period. The United States current administration at the White House ordered them to open the portal for us and waived application fees to allow Mullen to file, and we did that on January 8th. And then obviously we all ran into something called COVID, and it kind of delayed our program start. The good news is the plan has changed. So a lot of great things have happened. Then we would get to what they call conditional commitment for funding, which we believe will be in the fourth quarter, which means that's the United States Treasury when they fund. And so from that perspective, we've been working on this for quite some time. It started back in 19 and it continues to the present. We feel now with the introduction of the Mullen 5, we ran, the DOE required that we do a marketing study, which we did. It took us 6 months to do on the Mullen 5, and the results were amazing. It was just unbelievable. When we debuted the vehicle on November 17th in Los Angeles, the United States Department of Energy was present for the debut, and so were the local municipality, both at the city and state level from the great state of Tennessee.
So guys, just for today's update, I want to make sure I pin this in my video. Today, Bitcoin is actually tanking. As you can see, the price is around $23,000, 242.28 cents. It's down roughly 16% during this time period. So, to be exact, it's 23244. So something like that. So it's down 15.93%. Okay, so I just want to make sure I let everybody know what's happening in this video, just in case they want to open it, right? Monday, right? June 13. Yeah, during that day, Bitcoin tanked. Okay, so that's the very first thing that I'd like to cover. And second is, of course, the article that I really want to talk about, guys, is this one. Okay, so give me a sec here. Okay, so it says here, EV truck startup electric last mile says it plans to liquidate. So just so you know, guys, this is also another company, same in the same universe as Mullen Automotive, guys. So electric last mile solutions said it plans to liquidate through Chapter 7 bankruptcy process. Okay, so a decision that comes almost 1 year after the electric vehicle startup went public, and just 4 months after both its chief executive officer and chairman resigned. So they will be doing Chapter 7. You can take a look at this news, guys, as in a good way, in a bad way. In a good way, guys, so as you can see, one of the products that they feature is EV van, right? So definitely, guys, this is another competition out. Okay, that's one thing. But of course, second, of course, in the bad note, right? So livelihoods, once again, is at stake in business closures like this. First of all, guys, it's because of the macroeconomics that we have right now. Definitely, if you are not making money, if no company is supporting you with your future goals, then I think, okay, what's gonna happen? Everybody knows, okay, you're definitely going down. Okay, so The filing will make electric last mile the first of the EV startups that merge with SPAC companies to go out of business. So these guys, they came out of SPAC. Okay, founder James Taylor and Jason Liu had planned to import electric delivery vans from China and assemble them at a former General Motors Hummer factory. So take note, guys. So these people, they would also import electric delivery vans from China, reassemble them here in the US. I mean, yeah, and sell them in US, something like that. So the company listed on Nasdaq in late June 2021 in a SPAC transaction that netted about 379 million. Okay, so it says here, electric last mile has struggled since the shakeup. Just 1 week after Taylor and Liu resigned, the startup's auditor, BDO LLP, also quit. So guys, next article that we're gonna talk about is this new Senate bill would speed Pentagon purchase of non-electric tactical vehicles. Okay, so if you scroll down here, guys, this article was just posted today, June 13, 2022, 5 a.m. Two Democratic senators plan to introduce legislation later today that would force the Defense Department to aggressively speed up efforts to adopt more environmentally friendly vehicles. So that's Senators Elizabeth Warren and Marie Mazie Hirono. Sorry about that. Okay, and it says here that transitioning the military's non-tactical fleet of vehicles to electric or other zero-emission vehicles would have a significant impact on the U.S. government's greenhouse gas emissions. This is an effective solution that helps us tackle the climate crisis and keeps the military ready for the future. As you can see, guys, President Biden is very aggressive as far as converting the most of the vehicles towards the electric vehicles. Okay, also he wants to electrify America. Okay, so this is one news that, of course, the initiative of the government themselves. Okay, so this is like their the initiative of the military as far as their organization is concerned. The military has already shown it is interested in fully electric and hybrid vehicles for both its non-tactical and tactical vehicles, not only because of their environmental advantages, but because of operational benefits that include the ability to move more silently. Okay, so we all know that the electric vehicles are very quiet as far as going to the road. The proposed legislation applies to cars, vans, and light-duty trucks that the department buys or leases itself, or leases from the General Services Administration. The Defense Department currently has an inventory of more than 174,000 non-tactical vehicles. Going over, the legislation authorizes the department to build electric charging station at its installations that would require the DoD to use non-proprietary interoperable. So that, guys, non-proprietary interoperable charging ports and connectors. So meaning it could be any brand. The bill also requires the electric batteries to be sourced from the US or its allies and not hostile nations such as China or Russia. Meaning, guys, there's a huge possibility that this contract would land to any companies that is based in US. So as you can see, guys, if Mullen Automotive gets granted with the ATVM loan application, I strongly believe that their battery technology is superior at that point on, and they might be able to get this contract in the future. So guys, as far as the markets is concerned, the markets is totally red today. Okay, so each one of them is, I don't know, they're down almost, average of 3 to 5%. Some of them is down lots, 2%, 10%, right? So as far as Mullen is concerned, guys, you can clearly see, guys, that the Mullen, the borrow fee of this stock is currently sitting at 10%. Okay, and the exchange volume off exchange, guys, this stock is being traded 64.46% off exchange. Okay, so most of the stocks is traded in off exchange in that high volume nowadays. Now, as far as the key data stays the same. Price target for the stock is $23, as you can see, and the short interest for the stock is 9.08% with 0.72 days to cover. Off exchange short volume is 7,684,887 shares, and off exchange short volume ratio of 33.21%. So guys, as far as technical analysis is concerned, as you can see, guys, this is the daily time frame of Mullen. Today, if you go in your 1 hour time time frame, guys, most of the stocks, okay, dropped really hard on the opening bell because of Bitcoin. Okay, if as you can see, guys, Bitcoin dropped really hard today. This is their daily time frame of BTC. Okay, so I think Bitcoin, since there's a lot of investors in Bitcoin, then definitely it correlates with the entire market's liquidity. All right, so now going back to Mullen, guys. Okay, so going back to Mullen, as you can see, the daily time frame at least, okay, so some huge buyers actually stepped in during the first 3 hours of the trading period. Okay, so if you go to your daily time frame, guys, okay, you can clearly see that we have one green candle. Why is that, guys? Okay, it's because we actually went from, you know, if you zoom out in the 1 hour time frame, guys, we went down. Then buyers started stepping in. Okay, so of course this is another gap that we need to fill, and hopefully, so meaning, guys, we have a possibility of moving in an upward trend tomorrow. Okay, as you can see, guys, in the after hours, Mullen is currently trading flat. Okay, and like I said, guys, if you are long in Mullen and you believe in this EV startup company, we actually have a few good news coming up, like small catalysts coming up. But I personally think, guys, that the biggest catalyst that I am expecting personally is the OEM news. Okay, so that is the biggest catalyst. So at least hopefully I'll be able to find or dig more information as far as the battery technology is concerned, because some people have a pitch Toyota, right, regarding their new battery technology. It has a longer range, but even Toyota, they have admitted that they have safety issues. The battery is actually exploding, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, okay? But other manufacturers, they have safety issues, and I think those were the issues that Mullen is trying to address. So that is the huge catalyst that I'm waiting for. Okay, now as far as going down to the levels of 95 cents, I won't be surprised if it will go there, right, as everyone is expecting a dilution soon, but not right now. Okay, hopefully before we get the dilution, or we are already in a little bit of a good position. Okay, so tomorrow, guys, the levels that we are watching for the stock is around, okay, so hopefully, guys, we have created a support at around $1. That will be a huge support for all of us. Okay, and the next resistance for tomorrow is this $1.14. Okay, it's not that much, okay, but that will be a huge jump for tomorrow. Okay, another good resistance will be around $1.20. Okay, that will be a huge resistance, and another support at around 95 cents. Okay, guys, if you like the information and analysis I have provided in this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Once again, this is your boy, Don Leo Trades. I love you all. Peace out.